The U.S. State Department announced a potential sale of 12 F-16 fighter jets, 24 AIM-9X Sidewinder missiles besides 12 AGM-841-1 Harpoon missiles, altogether worth $2.6 billion to the government of the Philippines. The 12 F-16 fighter planes will come at a cost of $2.43 billion, 24 AIM-9X Sidewinder tactical missiles at $43.4 million, and 12 AGM-841-1 Harpoon missiles at $120 million, the Defense Security Cooperation Agency, DSCA, said on Thursday. The F-16s will also come equipped with 3 KMU-572 Laser Joint Direct Attack Munition, LJDAM, tail kits and 6 Mk-82 500-pounds bombs. Each contract includes associated equipment, training and spare parts. Lockheed Martin would be the primary contractor for the F-16s, with Raytheon for the Sidewinder missiles and Boeing for the Harpoon missiles. The DSCA statement noted that the proposed sale would allow the Philippines to deploy fighter aircraft with precision munitions to support counter-security intruder operations in the southern Philippines. The F-16 is a single-engine multi-role fighter aircraft originally developed by General Dynamics for the United States Air Force, USAF. Designed as an air superiority day fighter, it evolved into a successful all-weather multi-role aircraft. Over 4,600 aircraft have been built since production was approved in 1976. Although no longer being purchased by the U.S. Air Force, improved versions are being built for export customers. In 1993, General Dynamics sold its aircraft manufacturing business to the Lockheed Corporation, which in turn became part of Lockheed Martin after a 1995 merger with Martin Marietta. The F-16 key features include a frameless bubble canopy for better visibility, side-mounted control stick to ease control while maneuvering, an ejection seat reclined 30 degrees from vertical to reduce the effect of G-forces on the pilot, and the first use of a relaxed static stability, fly-by-wire flight control system that helps to make it an agile aircraft. The F-16 has an internal M61 Vulcan cannon and 11 locations for mounting weapons and other mission equipment. In addition to active duty in the U.S. Air Force, Air Force Reserve Command, and Air National Guard units, the aircraft is also used by the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds aerial demonstration team, and as an aggressor aircraft by the United States Navy. The F-16 has also been procured to serve in the air forces of 25 other nations. As of 2015, it was the world's most numerous fixed-wing aircraft in military service. The F-16 is a single-engine, highly maneuverable, supersonic, multi-role tactical fighter aircraft. It is much smaller and lighter than its predecessors but uses advanced aerodynamics and avionics, including the first use of a relaxed static stability, fly-by-wire, RSS, FBW, flight control system, to achieve enhanced maneuver performance. Highly agile, the F-16 was the first fighter aircraft purpose-built to pull 9G maneuvers and can reach a maximum speed of over Mach 2. Innovations include a frameless bubble canopy for better visibility, a side-mounted control stick, and a reclined seat to reduce G-force effects on the pilot. It is armed with an internal M61 Vulcan cannon in the left wing root and has multiple locations for mounting various missiles, bombs and pods. It has a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1, providing power to climb and vertical acceleration. The F-16 was designed to be relatively inexpensive to build and simpler to maintain than earlier generation fighters. The airframe is built with about 80% aviation-grade aluminum alloys, 8% steel, 3% composites, and 1.5% titanium. The leading edge flaps, stabilators, and ventral fins make use of bonded aluminum honeycomb structures and graphite epoxy lamination coatings. The number of lubrication points, fuel line connections, and replaceable modules is significantly lower than preceding fighters. 80% of the access panels can be accessed without stands. The air intake was placed so it was rearward of the nose but forward enough to minimize airflow losses and reduce aerodynamic drag. Although the LWF program called for a structural life of 4,000 flight hours, capable of achieving 7.33 grams with 80% internal fuel, GD's engineers decided to design the F-16's airframe life for 8,000 hours and for 9G maneuvers on full internal fuel. This proved advantageous when the aircraft's mission changed from solely air-to-air combat to multi-role operations. Changes in operational use and additional systems have increased weight, necessitating multiple structural strengthening programs. Early F-16s could be armed with up to 6 AIM-9 Sidewinder heat-seeking short-range air-to-air missiles, AAM, by employing rail launchers on each wingtip, as well as radar-guided AIM-7 Sparrow medium-range AAMs in a weapons mix. More recent versions support the AIM-120 AMRAAM, and U.S. aircraft often mount that missile on their wingtips to reduce wing flutter. The aircraft can carry various other AAMs, a wide variety of air-to-ground missiles, rockets or bombs, electronic countermeasures, ECM, navigation, targeting or weapons pods, and fuel tanks on 9 hardpoints, 6 under the wings, 2 on wingtips, and 1 under the fuselage. 2 other locations under the fuselage are available for sensor or radar pods. The F-16 carries a 20 mm, 0.787 in M61A1 Vulcan cannon for close-range aerial combat and strafing. The 20 mm cannon is mounted inside the fuselage on the left of the cockpit. The F-16 is the first production fighter aircraft intentionally designed to be slightly aerodynamically unstable, also known as relaxed static stability, RSS, to improve maneuverability. Most aircraft are designed with positive static stability, which induces aircraft to return to straight and level flight attitude if the pilot releases the controls. This reduces maneuverability as the inherent stability has to be overcome. Aircraft with negative stability are designed to deviate from controlled flight and are thus more maneuverable. At supersonic speeds, the F-16 gains stability, eventually positive, due to aerodynamic changes. To counter the tendency to depart from controlled flight and avoid the need for constant trim inputs by the pilot, the F-16 has a quadruplex, 4-channel, fly-by-wire, FBW, Flight Control System, FLCS. The Flight Control Computer, FLCC, accepts pilot input from the stick and rudder controls and manipulates the control surfaces in such a way as to produce the desired result without inducing control loss. The FLCC further incorporates limiters governing movement in the 3 main axes based on attitude, airspeed and angle of attack, AOA. These prevent control surfaces from inducing instability such as slips or skids, or a high AOA inducing a stall. The limiters also prevent maneuvers that would exert more than a 9 grams load. 76. Flight testing has revealed that assaulting multiple limiters at high AOA and low speed can result in an AOA far exceeding the 25 degrees limit, colloquially referred to as departing. This causes a deep stall, a near freefall at 50 degrees to 60 degrees AOA, either upright or inverted. While at a very high AOA, the aircraft's attitude is stable but control surfaces are ineffective. The pitch limiter locks the stabilators at an extreme pitch up or pitch down attempting to recover. This can be overridden so the pilot can rock the nose via pitch control to recover. The initial powerplant selected for the single-engined F-16 was the Pratt & Whitney F100PW200 afterburning turbofan, a modified version of the F-15's F100PW100, rated at 23,830 lbf, 106.0 kilonewtons, thrust. During testing, the engine was found to be prone to compressor stalls and rollbacks, wherein the engine's thrust would spontaneously reduce to idle. Until resolved, the Air Force ordered F-16s to be operated within dead stick landing distance of its bases. It was the standard F-16 engine through the Block 25, except for the newly built Block 15s with the Operational Capability Upgrade, OCU. The OCU introduced the 23,770 lbf, 105.7 kilonewtons, F100PW220, later installed on Block 32 and 42 aircraft. The main advance being a digital electronic engine control, DEEC, unit, which improved reliability and reduced stall occurrence. Beginning production in 1988, the -220 also supplanted the F-15's -100, for commonality. Many of the -220 engines on Block 25 and later aircraft were upgraded from 1997 onwards to the 220E standard, which enhanced reliability and maintainability. Scheduled engine removals were reduced by 35%.